Hello everyone, this is Zeeebo and welcome to this AFK journey video. So in the recent times, one of the most commonly asked questions on the channel is with regards to Phraesto and how good is this unit at 1 copy? Is this unit free to play enough for players to pull 1 or 2 copies of him, and how many copies do you need? Right, so in today's video, I'm going to answer this question, which is how effective is this unit at 1 copy? What can you do with this unit at 1 copy, and what are things that you want to know about this unit at low investments? Okay, so here we're using Zeebo. Zeebo is at level 241. I did a little bit of grinding, pushed the levels a bit. The charm set is very close to completion, so let's see whether or not I can do Rush Trial and farm the higher levels. So we are about 30 plus to 445. Hopefully we can push a little bit later on. And then my main team is this one. So my previous iteration in terms of content pushing is using Anthendra in his slot, but I realized that Phraesto is a lot better than Anthendra, which I'll explain later with some of the team challenges as well as some of the enemies that I'm facing. So Torrent is still gonna be like this frontline unit that goes in front as a semi carry as well. Odie will be the main carry, so we have Coco and Smokey for the support side. And then for my artifact of choice, it's most likely going to be Quick Blade spell because it's the highest level one, giving a lot of stats. And sometimes maybe I'll use Light Heal spell depending on the situation itself. So the other artifact from the seasonal side is not very developed, so I'm probably not using them. So later on, that's what I'll do for the AFK stage pushing. So in terms of other contents, I think Phraesto is not really good in terms of doing damage. So in terms of Dream Realm side, I think this unit is probably not one you consider when you think about Dream Realm. Although there will be certain situations where you need to survive, so his damage reduction as well as his faction might be helpful to keep your unit alive with more stats, as well as energy regen for healers to use their heals more, and then for another unit to take a little bit of hit from the boss itself. So there will be this situation where you can use him, but in most cases you won't consider that. For Battle Drill itself, I don't think people have issues surviving with the standard tanks, so there's no need for you to actually use Phraesto, right, to survive in those stages. And he doesn't offer more damage as well, so that's one thing which I think he is okay in giving buffs, but the buffs are more of surviving, right? The energy regen is nice, but there are other units which gives better buff for more damage, so that's one thing that you guys need to take note of with him at 1 copy. But one thing that's really amazing for this unit is with regards to deficit pushing, which is what I'm going to do here. And I'm going to talk about this unit as I play through the different stages and then showcase the different combos that you guys can do. So you guys know, okay, if I'm using him at only 1 copy, how far can I go, right? What's the deficit I can push at, and what am I looking at, right, in terms of, okay, what are the things that I want to know, the combos I can use in AFK stage so you can push through the deficits. So right here we are at 68,000k versus 108,000k. So if I use the higher level artifact, my power is a little bit higher, but power is not always the best indication because power is just stats on your units with all the tiers and stuff. Phraesto as a unit is really tanky even at just 1 copy, so you guys will see later on that this unit can just brave a lot of attacks. And then later on, right, because you got 2 units, right, because I have 2 units that is able to use their ultimate, that is equivalent to 2 charge on Star Shard spell. So that's where when he used the ultimate 1 copy, right, and then the main body used ultimate another copy, it charges up your Star Shard spell 2 times. So this is one combo that you guys might want to abuse if you can, right, depending on the situation. So this is when you don't need that stats to survive, you need more AoE damage, you need more debuff. This is one combo you can deploy. Another thing that's really good for Phraesto is that this unit as a unit can do a lot of stuff in terms of tanking, utility, as well as mid shield, as well as assassin redirector. The positioning of this unit is really flexible, right? If you put him in a straight line, you get damage reduction, but if you don't need you don't need the damage reduction buff, you just use him as a body, then you can just put him anywhere on the map, right, to draw away attention, to bring units attention away from your carries as well as your support. So that's one thing that this unit does really well. So right here I'm just going to auto my way and see how far of a deficit I can push. I'm thinking I should be able to push upwards to 2 times my power difference. So right now I'm at about 60,000k. I'm looking at around about 620, 130,000. So that will be my goal for today's pushing, for this pushing. And now I want to see how many stage I can go. So we begin the video at 372, 373. So hopefully by end of this video, we will be at 38 something or 39 something. So that will be my goal. So in the middle, if I'm speeding forward, I'm speeding up the video is because oh, over here Odie died, so we have to reset this stage. So this is the time where you can use him as an assassin bait right here, as you guys can see, right? So this is one combo you can do, right? If let's say now you have this, right, what do? You do this and then you do this. You guys can see this, right? This unit can take attention of Sylphina away. You need not put any unit behind this unit because his role is a mid shield. Being able to protect your ally so that they can do what they want to do is really important. And because now I'm still able to put him in a straight line, that 30% actually allows the illusion to survive a little bit. Like in most cases when you are playing in the deficit stage, the unit just melts. So yes, I think Phraesto is a very PvE content pushing centric kind of character, but this unit has a lot higher ceiling in terms of pushing deficit compared to Ciccia. So like I mentioned multiple times, AFK content pushing is not the most important thing, but if you want to push smoothly, if you want to have an easier time, he's gonna make like this whole pushing a lot easier, a lot more enjoyable for some people as well. So right here, I think this should be fine. I'm going to give energy regen to Odie, to Coco, and then continue the push. So now continuing the topic about this unit. So if you're somebody who values general versatility, I think this unit is probably not a choice for you, because I doubt he's very versatile. At least based on the current game modes that we have, he's still, I'll say, just very AFK stage centric. Anything else is either average or maybe just a little bit better. For arena case, you can argue that he might be good there, right? But there's a lot of testing required for us to come to that conclusion. So I'm just gonna say he's decent, but I won't say that he's like mega imba like Iron or something. So that's one thing that I can definitely confirm. Like, he's good, but he's definitely not Iron level must have kind of unit, at least in arena. But for AFK challenge itself, if you want to be, I'll say, ahead in the curve, if you want to be having an easier time, or if you have like this one unit which you don't upgrade but you kind of want to have a power up to the unit. So for example, for myself, I have Antandra, right? So I have one copy of Phraesto over here. So what happens is that since my Antandra is at one copy and like I'm using her more as a utility unit, I can replace her with Phraesto, right? So that I can push you. So here I think I might be stuck here because this monster might not be the best for me. Okay, I think I will reset. I think should be able to do it. Okay, so right here, what I can do is I can actually split up my units. So what happens is that the water gun will not hit multiple units at once. So here, I will force the enemy to target one of the Phraesto, right? Although Odie didn't really get a buff, but I think a lot of my units actually cut down on damage. So I might need to auto this stage by targeting the water gun and laser monsters so that I can bring them down quickly. So there will be some stages where I will manual, and I might not talk because I will just be pushing. So I guess this is one of those stages, and yeah, we managed to clear it. So let's continue. I'm back to speaking because I feel that we are very close to the 2-time mark, and we are very close to the limits of my deficit pushing. So let's see whether or not it's this one. So we are currently at 392, so roughly about 20 levels since we first started. So I sped through the part where I was just literally playing and trying to clear through the content. Of course, there's nothing much for me to talk because I'm just deploying the same team, repositioning my units. But yeah, this is pretty much like a showcase for the Phraesto deficit pushing power. I'll say 2 times it's possible, right? I might still be able to push all the way to 400, at least for the normal AFK stage. Then later off stream, I will be doing some double stage pushing. So that's I'll say like the goal for this. I'll just continue pushing. If you guys see me muting the video, it's because I want to focus on pushing and then come back to talk later on. So this is me trying to push as fast as possible as well, depending on where I am right now. Okay, so this laser dude is a little bit annoying. Let me see whether or not there's a better way to fight him. If not, this will probably be the end of my run, unfortunately, because my sword's not landing on him. Yeah, don't think there's a way for me to clear it, right? Is there a way for me to clear it? Okay, so I will probably have to use OD to try to snipe off the core laser dude at the back. And then from there, hopefully my... No, OD died, unfortunately. I think maybe Torrent might be able to carry me here. But Smokey is going to be quite hard to deal with. Yeah, the issue now is with this me not being able to deal with Smokey, but I think should be able to, because I might be able to lock him in place and then prevent the heal, and then from there try to kick him down slowly. Yeah, okay, pretty nice. So you managed to clear this. Okay, so I guess this is the end of the deficit push, right? We are very close to doubling. I will try one last time. If I cannot clear it, this is pretty much it, I guess. So I'm gonna quick blade and see how far I can go. Maybe Phraesto will not be the core. I'll maybe give Coco more levels, I guess. Yeah, because I don't think he's tanking that well, so he probably is better off not being the main carry. I mean, not being the main focus. Yeah, so he dies off pretty quickly at this stage, unfortunately. But I think after I spread out my unit, I should be able to clear through it. So there's still some hope. There's still some hope that I can push through this stage. Very nice stuff. Okay, so we managed to push through it. We are very close to the end, so I'm gonna continue focusing and then see how far we can go. I guess this might already be like the last few stage. Yeah, let me just switch back the levels. Okay, see whether or not we can reach there quickly. Come on. Okay, looks like this is it. Like, we are melting way too fast. There's nothing much for us to do. I guess that's it. Yeah, roughly around double the power. We're gonna try Starshot spell quickly and then see how far Starshot brings us. Okay, just for laughs testing, because my torrent is melting way too quickly and then Phraesto's not tanking that well. So yeah, I think this is the limit of our AFK push, roughly around 1.8 times power, 1.9 times. So that's the power of Phraesto, right? Is he a good unit? I think he has a very niche role, which he's really good at, where we cannot see the cap yet. So I won't really tell people if he's good, right, in terms of as a general basis. But if you ask me, is he good in terms of pushing contents? The answer is yes. Like, he accelerates your AFK stage by quite a bit, and if it's something that you care about, right, if you're somebody who likes Sisia, you can definitely consider him. However, if you consider the cost in terms of his overall value as a free-to-play player, maybe not so much, because as a free-to-play player, you want a unit that can be as useful in different contents as possible, and that is something which I think he's a little bit lacking. So in terms of deficit push, you guys can see the clear difference, how much one copy can push through in terms of the power differences. So that's it for this video. Hopefully this video provided more insights for those of you guys who want to get one copy of him and see his effectiveness there. If not, in most cases, don't bother investing if you're not pushing him to Supreme Plus. See you guys again in my next video. Bye guys.